In the Eastern Cape, women are more likely to die during childbirth than anywhere else in South Africa. Norondani Umkosana called an ambulance when she went into labour on a Friday. It arrived 12 hours later.
I couldn't hold it any longer. I had to push. There was blood, but I'm lucky nothing went wrong.
Health professionals we spoke to who wanted to remain anonymous said there was no accountability in a province where one problem leads to another, from unpaid salaries, lack of basic supplies like bandages and disinfectant, to drug and staff shortages. The province has less than half the 40,000 nurses it needs. A rural life isn't for everyone. It can be very difficult for authorities to attract medical staff to stay long term. But another reason for the shortages is that the provincial government has to approve new postings because it controls the budget. The need to speed up the hiring process is part of the reason the government wants to take over 10 of the country's hospitals, including this one.
If the provincial government believe they have got other pressing needs, perhaps even out of health, they are not going to create that job. They won't. They will say, look, our priority is water. We have got a dire shortage of water. We have taken all the money there.
There has been success in dealing with cholera and HIV. Better salaries are attracting some staff. But because of the governing African National Congress's policy of deploying members to top posts, some hospitals are in unqualified hands.
You can't have a teacher running a hospital, a person who has no clue of what is needed on the operating theatre.
Dr. Luba Ovesepian has worked in the Eastern Cape for 20 years. Her biggest challenge now is convincing patients with little means to take preventative care.
And to buy a toothbrush become not a priority compared to buy a loaf of bread. So, and it's understandable.
The challenge for the South African government is to create sufficient improvements to a flawed system so that when people need treatment, it can be given. Tania, Al Jazeera, Eastern Cape, South Africa.